Fix old cameras. Your successful completion of the demonstrated repair ultimately depends on the quality of your tools, the condition of your camera, and most importantly, your repair ability.
Top cover removal of the X700, the Minolta X700, in real time. The three tools needed is a cross-point screwdriver, a pair of curved tweezers, non-magnetic ideal, and adjustable spanner wrench. Begin by removing the advanced lever retainer with the spanner wrench in a counterclockwise direction. Lift the advanced lever off, paying attention to the return spring that lives underneath the advanced lever. Again, using a spanner type wrench, remove the retaining nut to the body of the top cover of the camera in a counterclockwise direction. The spanner wrench will also be used on the shutter speed dial and the release button retainer. For reattachment purposes, note the shutter speed dial is set to program. To remove the rewind knob, pop open the film door by lifting up on the rewind knob shaft. Grasp the rewind fork with your finger and then using the cross-point screwdriver, thread the screw off and lift the rewind knob free of the rewind shaft. Note the flat side of the rewind shaft and the flat sided of the hole for the rewind knob. Those, of course, will need to be aligned when it's reattached. Using the spanner wrench, remove the retainer for the ASA dial. For reassembly purposes, note the position of the plastic spacer washer. Remove the body screws, noting the different types of threads and lengths of the screws so they're put back into the proper holes. As you lift the top cover free, the lock button for the shutter speed dial will fall out. Be sure and grab it and set it aside. With the top cover removed, we can check a common ailment with the X700, and that is the counter return dial losing its stop post and then spinning past the stop point. That can be corrected by just embedding a piece of plastic where the original stop post might have broken off. This one is fine. When you're ready to reinstall the top cover, be sure you place the shutter dial lock button as shown with the notched area placed against the cutout. A short length of tape will hold the lock button in place as the top cover is reinstalled. Obviously, install the top cover in reverse order of removal, but there are some items of note that will aid in installing the top cover. First off, set the ASA dial contact into the notch of the ASA dial ring, align the ASA dial tabs, and drop the top cover in place. Align the ASA dial notches with the ASA dial contact ring tabs and drop the ASA dial in place. With the release button and spring in place, seat the shutter speed dial, aligning the P with the mark. Check the on-off for the proper linkage and install the retaining ring. Spin it in place with your fingertips. The only other item of note upon reassembling the top cover is the top cover screws. The long, fine threaded screws go into the nameplate, and the long, coarse threaded screws go on either side of the eyepiece. Install the end screw and you are done.
Thank you for watching. Inspired? Check back for new video postings.